This next fake news article from National Retarded Radio, ignoring FBI and fellow Republicans, Trump continues assault on mail-in voting. The president has backed off his attacks on the Postal Service, but continues to question the integrity of the mail ballot without providing any evidence. This is why it's called National Retarded Radio. Or hold on. Hold on. Wait, I just kind of made that up. I think I mixed that up. We gotta make it fake. Okay, National Public Retardation, or Not True Public Radio. Yeah, Not True Public Radio. The Not True Public Radio. All right. Says, in the face of... I don't want to give these little shit suckers any sort of oxygen here. Let's just debunk this claim because it's absolutely mentally retarded. Okay. So they said Trump backed off his attacks on the Postal Service. Why are they saying this? It's because the fake news industrial complex, like Fake News Week, they put out articles like this. It said, we covered this the last time on the show. It says Florida USPS mail sorting machines dismantled ahead of record election for mail-in ballots. Record. So let me get this straight. So you need to switch the election system in all of the states all at once, in all the swing states, right before the election. Because you need mail-in voting because of the pandemic, right? When did the pandemic start? And the pandemic's going to be going during the election season? No. The pandemic is almost over. It's pretty much over. We're in the sustained, prolonged, it's just like the flu stage. It was a pandemic, and then it went, and then we got herd immunity to it, and then it can't fly around like it was because people are getting immunity to it. They had it once. Once you have it once, next time you get it, chances of dying from it get significantly less. About 50% of the people who died are older people past the average age of death. If you don't believe me, because this is a live stream, there's a lot of new viewers. Our viewership is actually going up dramatically. So I do actually have to repeat facts for the new viewers on the stream. I do so humbly apologize if you've seen these numbers enough times. But most people have not, so we have to work with those people. Here are the numbers from the CDC of the numbers of people who died. Here we can see the percents over here. Here's the actual number of deaths. This was out of 103,339. And that is a very large sample size. That means the numbers are going to be very accurate. And the death percentages will go down over time. It won't be this. This is the highest they'll ever be in recorded history. So you can see 85 and over. Average age of death is 72. So we can see 33% of them were 33.3 were over the age of 85. Over 75. Let's see. That's 4, 5, 6. So 60% were over the age of 70. 60%. Just makes you just want to strangle the fucking Democrats, dude. They just fucked up our entire fucking economy. Got black looter mobs murdering, looting, rioting, terrorizing all around the fucking country because of the pandemic lockdowns. And then as it turns out, the vast majority of people that died are over the average age of death. They didn't have very many years to lose. They might have died next month, the week after that. A third of them had pre-existing conditions such as cancer, which kills 600,000 people per year, or diabetes that kills 85,000 people per year. So when you average these numbers out between 2 years, you'll see that you won't have any extra deaths because the people would have died anyways. Because then we had lower deaths. Actually, we're going to have a surge of deaths from the murders and from the suicides. Those were not pre-existing conditions. So we could see under the age of 26 or under the age of 15, there was 26 people who died. So we could see, obviously, the children are not at high risk from COVID. I am 38 years old. So my risk of dying from COVID is here. We can do it real quick. I can show you what my percent chance of dying from COVID is. Right now, there was, in my age group, there was about, let's do it. Let's add them up. Hold on. We got 8 plus 5 plus 13 plus 125. This is why I'm good at this show, is because I know how to do statistics, because I'm an engineer. There we go. So if you're under the age of 44, there's been about 2,630 deaths. Got to remember, a third of these people had pre-existing conditions. There are a total of 330 million people in the United States. So we can take about 330 million. Hold on. Your percent chance of dying from COVID is 0.00079. That's like winning the lottery. Let's see. There are about 60 people who get struck by lightning. So your chance is about 43 times greater than getting struck by lightning. Congratulations, Democrats. There's 163,000 people that die from accidents every year. So that just goes to show you the scale of how many deaths are in the United States. There's about 4 million people born per year. When you do the math, the total number of deaths from COVID this year will be about 5% of the total number of people who are born. So we locked down our economy to try to save some old farts who are going to die, some fat people, and some people with diabetes, and who are probably also going to die soon too. And from that, we prevented the young people from having families, from having a good life. The Democrats stole everything from you. They took your children's education. They burned your business down. They canceled you. They made you bankrupt. They made your house go into foreclosure. Your business is gone. Your friends hate you. Your lefty friends hate you. You're so stressed out from all this fighting. You have PTSD. If you're a black person, you probably have PTSD. You probably don't want to leave your house. You probably think these white people hate me. We don't hate you, bro. Come over and hang out with me, homie. No, come hang out with me. The left canceled me. I'm looking for black conservatives to hang out with. Some people who are down with walk away. Like, that'd be great. You don't have to have PTSD at your house alone, by yourself. In fact, I actually invented a technology that can help cure PTSD. It's called IMU language with my A startup productivity system. It uses a journaling technique along with history-driven development to create artificial memory augmentation. And then this through a process of what is called routine generation. I can help you get back on your feet. I've had success. I've had success with it. It's a miraculous technology. It's actually got me into really good shape too. It's a wonderful system. Makes you very productive. There's no questioning that I am extremely productive, and I'd love to teach people. So if you are interested in knowing the secrets, I can show you the secrets. So what else do you say? The FBI. So here, this is how stupid. This is how ridiculously stupid these people at NPR are. So they just parrot whatever some other journalists say. They'll go look it up and they'll be like, oh, well, this source is trustworthy. The New York Times is trustworthy. Washington Post is trustworthy. Newsweek, that's trustworthy, right? Daily Fake Mail, Guardian, yeah, these people are all just trustworthy, right? Yeah. No, I mean, you're fucking stupid, dude. No. Look, the FBI said we don't have any evidence that Russia and China are trying to sabotage the mail-in votes. That's what they said. But obviously, these people live on a different planet. The Democrats have been talking about Russiagate nonstop since Donald Trump was elected. So obviously, they're certifiably insane because they think, well, obviously, China and Russia are trying to influence the 2024 election. That's when I'm running for president on my campaign of build the moat and bang the interns. Because I'm so tired of cancel culture. I believe that if you can bang all of the interns, that you are alpha as fuck. And we need alpha males in the White House, not beta male cucks who get in trouble. Like Bill Clinton got impeached for banging one moderately attractive intern. Fuck that shit. No, I'm running for president in 2024. We're going to build the moat all along the southern border. We're going to fill it. We're going to drain the swamp. We're going to fill this moat up with alligators, snakes, eels, piranhas, sharks with laser beams on top of their heads. And we're going to have lions, tigers, bears, hippos, wolves, dogs, like pit bulls, wild pit bulls. And then we're going to have a petting zoo, and people on both sides of the border will be able to come and meet with each other. And it'll be a way for the United States and Mexico to come together because it's absolutely hilarious. And then I am going to bang all of the interns. I'm going to bang them all. Every last one of them. And I'm going to bang hookers too. So when you vote for Kyle McCullough in 2024, we will eliminate cancel culture by me banging the interns and banging the hookers. Because after that, then we'll definitely obviously see that Bill Clinton obviously wasn't very attractive. And obviously I'm a way better president because if all of the interns will let me bang them and America does not impeach me for it, that means I'm fucking awesome. So vote for McCullough in 2024. Back to the article here. So let's see. What else we got to debunk? So they said that Trump tried to dismantle these mail sorting machines. This is not true. In fact, what happened was that they had a slowdown in the mail. They had faster mail sorting machines. They had some older mail sorting machines that were going to get decommissioned at some point anyways. So what they did was they shifted them around the country to spots where they could use them, and then they made more room in the place to sort packages. Because they're getting more packages. People are just sending less mail. They're doing more electronic filing, and they're doing more packages. And so that means that we don't need them. And he did it before the election. He did it way before. He was helping us out. Definitely helping us out. It's like getting rid of some overhead, making it so we can get our packages faster. And they were going to prioritize the mail-in ballots. But I think the Supreme Court's going to shut them down. You can't change all the election rules right before the election. That's illegal. And you need to provide protections in place for voter intimidation when people are filling out their ballots at their house. You need to be able to provide a place for people to engage in effective free speech and petitioning of the government on public property. Because if you remove all of the polling places, you've abridged my free speech. You've reduced the times, places, and manners where I can petition the government and engage in effective free speech on public property at the polling stations. That is illegal in every way, shape, or form. When you vote at your house, people can intimidate you. People live with their partners. Their partners will control everything they do. Their partners will force them to, they'll fill out their ballot and force their partner to fill it out. If their partner has memory issues, they will fill out their ballot and say, hey, you forgot to sign your ballot. And then they'll have them fill out the ballot. They won't even know. They won't remember any of it. You can also throw people's ballots away at the last minute. And then this will prevent them from getting a new ballot, and they just won't be able to vote. So there's obviously a lot of really, really, really bad problems with mail-in voting, but this hasn't even gotten to the evidence stage yet. Are y'all ready for the evidence? What? look at this. Look at this. This just came out today. It's from KCRG. It's an ABC channel, and where are they at? It's entitled, Pre-Filled Out Absentee Ballot Request Forms Ruled Invalid by Lynn County. A judge ruled Thursday that Lynn County must invalidate 50,000 requests for absentee ballots. The Lynn County Auditor Office sent around 140,000 absentee ballots request forms out in July that were pre-wrapped with voters' personal information. Thursday's court ruling agrees with President Trump's campaign that pre-filled information in ballot request forms is overstepping on the part of the county's election commissioner. 50,000 request forms had already been sent in by voters. Voters will now need to fill out the new blank request form, cast an absentee ballot in person. Lynn County Election Service offices up to 40 days before the election, or vote in person on November 3rd, Election Day, where you can go to the polling place and convince other people to vote the same way you want to vote, as opposed to voting alone in your house, where you just get your information off of social media, where it's flooded with fake news, where you can't get any help from anybody else. So you're probably just going to vote for Mickey Mouse everywhere you can, and then just fill out random bubbles. Might not just fill it out. You just won't get informed on it. This is the biggest problem. Hold on. There's so many big problems with mail-in voting. But the fact that these black looter mobs are out rioting in person just shows you that democracy's wretchedly, pathetically ineffective at your house, dude. You need to engage in democracy around people. That's how democracy works, dude. What democracy is not is when you rig the elections with mail-in voting, and then you have the social media companies in control by deplorable leftist shit suckers in Silicon Valley in control of Facebook, Twitter, Quora, all these companies. They're detestable shit suckers. YouTube, all of them. These people in Silicon Valley are radicalists. I'm a computer programmer. I love programming computers. I am a computer engineer. I love making circuit boards. I love making. I have my own internet protocol. I have my own my game engine. I got my own web server. I got I built all my technology from scratch, dude. So I do not like saying that these people in Silicon Valley are detestable scum shit suckers. I don't like that. I don't want to say that. I don't want to. It's true. It's true. They've been radicalized. 86% of people in Silicon Valley vote for Democrats. They're dogmatic. They believe in the doctrine of diversity that states that all white teams are inferior to teams with African Americans, women, Washins, and Kleenex, i.e. the Latinx, because Law and Los have been canceled by the white feminists because it's sexist. No, you can only say X. And they're in control of you, the facts that you know. Facebook will fact check. I have been censored by Facebook so many times. They mark my fact checking as spam. They do. I've proved this on the show. We can even go see what Facebook has done. Here, I can even show you real quick, just so that you know that I'm not a liar. We can actually go through and look at. Where's the inbox? Help center. Privacy. Where's the inbox? Did they remove it? They removed it. There's supposed to be an inbox here. Sorry. Bunch of fucking people trolling me over there. Secure account chat messages. They removed it. What is this? Okay. I'm having troubles finding censorship. Right. Right. Here's what they said was, yeah, man. Here, well, I'll find it here. Just give me a moment. Let me find the. Antitrust. Shoot. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Sorry. They don't do very well at 150% on the monitors. If you are a website developer, please, please, please change your monitor to 150% next time you do a website. So here's what they've been doing. Here's what the shit suckers have been doing to me. So let's say, for instance, here it says on this one, I have been studying World War II and communist history for the answers. Historically, intraracial violence has been a far greater problem than interracial violence. Look at the number of people the black people kill compared to the number of people white people kill. They're about equal, but there's about 6 times as many white people as there are black people. And so when you scale this up, that's a 6-to-1 kill ratio. Black people kill twice as many white people as white people kill black people. So that's a 12-to-1 ratio. I'm going to paraphrase it. So they didn't like this. They didn't like that it's critical of black looter mob, but it's not hate speech. So they marked it as spam. And so this happens a lot with Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg committed perjury to Congress. He lied to them. He said they only mark this stuff as hate speech. No, that's not true. Look at this one. It says, look at the murder rates. They're sky high. Black people kill twice as many white people. That's the same kind of thing. Let's look for another one. Some of them, they won't even show you what I did. Usually that means it's antitrust related. This one says, sadly, this is another example of MSM fake news clickbait. Really is sad that some people, some of this innocent turns out to be such egregious fake news, but this is common according to this April CDC report of 5,443 deaths, only 3 were children. The death rate of COVID is about 3 in 10,000, which is about flu levels. This makes the risk of children dying about 3 in 10,000. Children are typically asymptomatic, not considered a risk of spreading COVID. The MSM mainstream media is trashy, and so this was spam. So you can see if you are engaging in democracy at your house, you are going to get fake news. And if people like me try to fact correct your fake news, it's going to be marked as spam. So the only way that I am going to be able to fact check this stuff is to be able to do it in person, where you can hear me. And I've never had anyone disagree with me. Anytime I've ever stated any of these facts to anyone, I've never had a single soul disagree with me. And I've stated these facts to a lot of people. On the internet, they'll argue with me all day because they're in their little bubble. They're stupid and they can't fucking read. So they don't actually read the facts. They don't actually look anything up. So they argue with you. They sit there and they'll argue with you for hours. Hours! Like a fucking idiot, dude, over something simple when they can go look it up in like 5 or 10 minutes. If they weren't so fucking brain dead, moronic, stupid, we wouldn't have any of these problems. But sadly, no one else can see. I don't know what the fuck that means. It's antitrust. Because I talk about antitrust a lot. And they're like, nope. Your comment is so dangerous. We can't have that. Like, can't have that. They said this was hate speech. They were saying how good Europe liberal laws are. Like, no, I would say the opposite. Europeans are retarded, ignorant jerks I said that because they banned hate speech, and it turns them into cancel culture jerks. If they think that you're a hater, they will ban you. They will ostracize you. And I think that turns them into retarded, ignorant jerks. They are all brainwashed socialist drones. Not all of them are brainwashed socialist drones. The vast majority of them are brainwashed socialist drones. So that was an error. Fuck Europe. It's a shithole. I would agree. Europe is a shithole of liberalism. I cannot stand European liberals. I think they're detestable scum. I think they suck. They're absolutely... I can't stand people who ban hate speech. I can't stand that because you're a pussy. You don't have a spine. You can't take competing ideas because you're beta as fuck. You can't. You're weak as fuck. That's the only way that you can win is by making sure that the alpha males can't speak. That's because you're a fucking pussy and you do not respect free speech. And Americans are vastly superior to your weak ass, pathetic free speech banning hate monger bullshit where you cancel people. So I'm going to say big fuck you, a fuck a you to the European liberal shitmongers that suck the shit out of authoritarian dictators like Zinni the Pooh's ass. They ban hate speech, and then they bring their European anti-hate speech laws here to the U.S., and then they ban your hate speech here in the U.S. where that's not illegal. And then they want to control the elections. Because if you knew this stuff, if you knew that they were doing this, nobody can see your comment. Right. See, they can't actually show you what I typed because it's antitrust and because they know I have videos about their I've already put this on videos. You can see in prior videos. Search for Real Simple News space Facebook, and you'll see the videos. You'll see what the comments. They've deleted most of the comments. Actually, they've deleted most of the evidence, and so they perjured themselves to Congress. They are lying. They do not just mark things as hate speech. No, they mark them as spam. If it goes against the liberal dogma, if it goes against the doctrine of diversity, if it goes against mail-in voting or pandemic lockdowns or mask mandates, they will shut you down. And we're having an election pretty soon, and they want you to mail-in vote. And so they want to be in control of who comes up the social media hierarchy. They want to ban you, take away they want to give you the mic. They want to take it away whenever it suits their financial or political motivations. They don't want Twitter, Jack Dorsey, that little detestable scum-sucking piece of shit. This is what here's what this little motherfucker did to me the other day. A shadow banned RSS commentary. We covered this last time on the show, but I'm already talking about censorship. So this was about QAnon. There was a Democrat and a Republican congressman who were put in a quote-unquote bipartisan resolution because they think that if you take a Democrat and somebody from a purple state, the Colorado congressman, that somehow that's bipartisan. Right. So if you take a Democrat and then you take a fake Republican from a purple state, then that's bipartisan. No, you're fucking stupid. No, that's stupid. That's fake. That's false. Everything about it is false. So these people are trying to shut down QAnon. And that's because QAnon is opposed to pedophilia and corruption. Facebook is all about corruption. And I believe that Mark Zuckerberg is a pedophile. I believe that Jack Dorsey is a pedophile because they're actively trying to suppress QAnon. And because of that, I believe that they're pedophiles and that they are engaging in sex trafficking of young kids and that they're trying to protect themselves. They're trying to make sure that nobody can know that they're raping little kids. So they got to shut you down. So I tweeted at these guys, you're a lying piece of shit, Rep. Wickelman. You're batshit crazy to think that QAnon has anything to do with anti-Semitism, which is pervasive on the left. They hate the Israelis. Democrats hate Israel because of Palestine. They are anti-Semitic. QAnon fights pedos. You must be a pedophile. I typed, I believe that QAnon... Rep. Riggleman is a pedophile who's fighting tooth and nail to prevent people from knowing that he rapes little kids. And then Twitter banned me, suspended me for 12 hours. They said I was not fostering an environment that made free speech or that people were free to speak. So they had to take away my ability to speak. And then this is what the scum-sucking shitbag Jack Dorsey. Here's what this motherfucker says. He says in this tweet, we've made a decision to stop all political advertising on Twitter. We believe political message reach should be earned, not bought. Why? A few reasons, ... A political message earns reach when people decide to follow an account or retweet. Paying for reach moves that decision. Forcefully highly optimize and targeted political messages on people. We believe this decision should not be compromised by money. He wants you to have organic reach. He wants to give you the mic, and he wants to take it away. They don't serve politicians. They only serve corporations. What's the problem with this? I'm running for president in 2024 on the Build the Moat and Bang the Interns and the Hookers campaign, which is, you know, it's not a joke because it's a cancel culture issue. Because Bill Clinton was impeached for banging a not very attractive woman. She was okay, but I probably wouldn't tap that. Me personally, all the chicks are going to be way hot. Way hot. They're going to be strippers and hookers, and I'm going to build a moat, bang the hookers, and bang the interns. Right? So you might think this is just totally silly, but I am a politician. I am running for president. So I am, and I am a journalist. And so when I was engaging this, I was actually engaging in fact-checking. I was engaging in political speech. And so if they didn't like my message, they can feel free to not share. But it's organic. It's natural. It's free speech. But they suppressed me, and they shadow banned me. And they took me, they gave me a search suggest ban, a search ban, and replied. Well, I've been reply deboosted for a long time. There's a no ghost ban, so it wasn't the worst as you can get. Ghost ban is where they black out your messages. But it just goes to show you, if we were to rely on Twitter and Facebook to engage in democracy, what we would get is we would get some scum-sucking ivory tower liberal piece of shit who is sitting up top the ivory tower advocating for policies that don't affect them, that they're just trying to tell you that to get you to like them because they're attention whores. They just want you to like the post, watch the ad, buy the product, and vote for them. And they don't hire African Americans. They say they're looking for diverse people, but the African Americans' grades are too low, so they only want the Asians, the Latinos, and the women. That's because the Latinos have more money, and they don't talk back as much. But they don't want to hire the black kids. This is the doctrine of diversity. This is when they say they're hiring minorities, they're not hiring you, buddy. No, they're not. I used to work as a minority outreach advisor for Portland State University. My job was to hire minorities to get rid of the white people. My boss was a Latina. She told me, we're not looking for the black people. We're just looking for the Latinos, Asians, and women because the black people's grades were too low. So when you support diversity or the doctrine of diversity with scum-sucking ivory tower liberals, they're going to lie to you. They're just trying to gain and maintain control. That's their only objective in life. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't care about you. In fact, they don't like you. But they'll tell you to your face they do. And then when they go home, the only time you cross their mind is when they think about how much they don't like you. And this is the organic reach they want. They want you to give up your right to vote at polling places, and they want you to instead vote from your home with the information that they feed you when they're brainwashing you with these AI algorithms to maximize the amount of time that you spend watching ads. And that's why they're detestable, scum-sucking pieces of shit. That's why ivory tower liberals need to be taken out of power. The Republicans need to take control of the ivory tower, and we need to drain the swamp and build the moat.